The Xiran species, known as the ultimate predators of the galaxy, have left behind a dark legacy, turning countless worlds into their personal hunting grounds. Feared for their unmatched combat prowess and revered among their own kind, the Xirans have built an entire civilization around the pursuit of the hunt. To them, dominance over what they perceive as lesser species is not just survival, it is a way of life. This relentless drive for new challenges has led them to seek conquests across the stars, testing their skills against diverse life forms. Now their gaze falls upon Terra. Their approach is meticulous, calculated with ruthless precision. Cloaked reconnaissance ships silently orbit the planet, scanning its defenses, studying its technology. Their reports are conclusive. Terra's inhabitants are technologically primitive, only beginning to grasp interstellar travel. To the Xirans, humanity is nothing more than easy prey. Their invasion begins with swift, brutal precision. Small towns and isolated settlements fall first, eradicated before global powers can react. Entire communities vanish overnight, leaving only smoldering ruins, evidence of an overwhelming force wielding advanced energy weapons and gravitational disruptors capable of tearing entire structures apart. Humanity is caught off guard. Governments scramble for answers, but the response is fragmented, chaotic. Fear spreads like wildfire as the world realizes a horrifying truth: we are being hunted. Yet, in the face of annihilation, something extraordinary happens. For the first time in history, nations cast aside their differences. Political disputes become irrelevant. A global coalition emerges, one that shares intelligence, resources, and strategies in an unprecedented act of unity. The first step to survival is understanding the enemy. Intelligence agencies launch an all-out effort to decode Xiran technology. Engineers, cryptographers, and military analysts work tirelessly to reverse engineer captured weaponry and intercept alien communications, searching for exploitable weaknesses. At the same time, military strategists turn to the lessons of Earth's own brutal past: guerrilla warfare. Conventional combat is impossible. The Xirans' superior firepower makes direct engagements unwinnable. But Earth has one advantage: its terrain. From the dense jungles of the Congo to the sprawling urban labyrinths of Neo-Tokyo and New Amsterdam, humanity transforms its own planet into a battlefield. Small, mobile resistance units strike from the shadows, adapting to the enemy's strengths and turning them against them. In the Amazon, a Xiran hunting party walks into an ambush. Camouflaged drones disable their energy shields with an electromagnetic pulse, leaving them vulnerable. In Istanbul, resistance fighters hack into the city's traffic grid, trapping a Xiran warband in a dead-end street, where pre-planted explosives do the rest. One victory leads to another. Captured Xiran technology is studied, reworked, and weaponized. Scientists integrate human ingenuity with alien advancements, developing hybrid energy-based firearms and adaptive armor. Slowly, the tide begins to shift. With newfound confidence and technological parity, Earth's leaders prepare a bold strategy. For too long, the Xirans have been the hunters. Now, they will become the hunted. A special forces unit known as the Terran Vanguard is assembled. Elite soldiers who have proven themselves in battle against the Xirans. Trained extensively and armed with cutting-edge hybrid weaponry, they are Earth's answer to the galactic menace. The counteroffensive begins with covert landings on Vorgath, the Xiran homeworld, a planet of volatile climates and jagged terrain, a natural fortress. Terran Vanguard strike teams infiltrate the surface, avoiding detection by enemy surveillance. The first encounters are swift and silent, Xiran patrols eliminated with precision, their communications disrupted before they can alert command. Humanity's guerrilla tactics, once used for survival, now become instruments of war. Using cyber warfare and advanced explosives, these strike teams systematically cripple Ziran infrastructure, destroying weapons stockpiles, disabling energy reserves, and dismantling military command centers. A crucial mission unfolds: the liberation of enslaved species, once hunted for sport, now rallying behind humanity as newfound allies. Grateful and vengeful, they offer vital intelligence and reinforcements. As Ziran society fractures under the chaos, the final battle looms: the siege of the Ziran High Command, the fortress coordinating their entire war effort. Human forces launch a decisive assault, combining brute firepower with strategic deception. Using the Ziran's own defensive systems against them, they break through their last line of resistance. Terran Vanguard soldiers storm the command center, capturing high-ranking officials and seizing control of Ziran communication networks. The shock of Earth's victory ripples through the Ziran Empire. Humanity is no longer a mere prey species. It has become a force to be reckoned with. For the first time, Ziran warlords sit across the negotiation table from Earth's diplomats. The command center, once a fortress of conquest, is now the setting for a historic peace treaty. Humanity, armed not only with military strength but with strategic brilliance, forces the Zirans to reconsider their ways. Their culture respects only power, and now, for the first time, they see humans as equals rather than targets. The negotiations are tense. Humanity demands recognition of Terra's sovereignty and a ban on the practice of planetary hunting grounds. At first, the Zirans resist, but with their forces crippled and their political structure in disarray, they have no choice but to concede. The result is a treaty mediated by other galactic civilizations, officially recognizing Earth as a major player on the interstellar stage. No longer an isolated species, humanity now holds a seat in the Galactic Council, its voice carrying newfound weight among the stars. With the war over, Earth focuses on rebuilding. Alien technology is integrated into human society, fortifying planetary defenses against future threats. Meanwhile, on Vorgath, the Zirans undergo a transformation of their own. Once conquerors, they now face an era of reckoning, their society reshaped by the consequences of their aggression. Collaborative efforts between Terran and Ziran scientists lead to advancements in energy production, space travel, and environmental restoration. A new interstellar alliance emerges, forged from the crucible of war. The conflict with the Zirans was a trial by fire, one that propelled humanity from obscurity to prominence. Earth is no longer just a participant in the galaxy. It is a power that actively shapes its destiny. What began as a desperate struggle for survival has become something greater, a vision for the future, where Earth stands not as prey, but as a civilization that commands respect among the stars. The age of the hunt has ended. Even as the dust settles on Vorgath, the echoes of war still linger. The Zirans, once the undisputed apex predators of the stars, now find themselves navigating the unfamiliar terrain of diplomacy. Some factions resist the new order, whispering of reclaiming their former glory. Others, weary of endless bloodshed, recognize the necessity of change. On Terra, the scars of battle remain, but so does the fire of resilience. Cities are rebuilt stronger than before, no longer just bastions of human civilization, but hubs of interstellar progress. What was once the fractured, warring world of Earth is now a unified force, its people bound by a shared purpose. Never again will humanity be caught unprepared. The Terran Defense Initiative, TDI, is formed, an organization dedicated to ensuring Earth's sovereignty and preparing for future threats. Manned by elite veterans of the war, the TDI incorporates hybrid Ziran-Terran technology into planetary defenses, ensuring no species, Ziran or otherwise, will ever find humanity vulnerable again. But humanity's ambitions do not end at mere defense. With newfound status in the Galactic Council, Earth takes its first true steps beyond its home system. The Helios Accord, a coalition of planets that once suffered under Xeran domination, welcomes humanity as a rising power. The very species that were once enslaved now look to Earth not only as a savior, but as a leader in a new galactic balance. Expeditions begin. Deep space vessels, equipped with reverse-engineered Xeran drives, push beyond previously unreachable frontiers. Colonization efforts are launched on Epsilon Prime, a resource-rich exoplanet on the edge of explored space. What was once a species confined to one world now spreads across the stars, no longer just surviving, but thriving. The Terran Vanguard, once an elite force of resistance fighters, evolves into something more, a specialized interstellar unit, trained for diplomatic missions as much as for combat. They become the embodiment of humanity's newfound role, not conquerors, not prey, but guardians of balance. Yet, even in this age of growth, dangers still lurk. Not all Xerans accept defeat. The Crimson Fang, an underground faction of Xeran warlords, rejects the peace treaty and vanishes into the depths of uncharted space. Their goal is clear: revenge. Armed with stolen technology and loyal to the old ways, they begin launching coordinated raids on vulnerable outposts, striking from the shadows. Rumors circulate of something even darker stirring beyond known space. Deep space probes vanish without explanation. Distress signals go silent before they can be answered. A derelict Xeran battleship found drifting near the Varos Nebula carries logs of an encounter with an unknown force, something beyond even the Xerans' understanding, something they feared. As humanity stands on the precipice of a golden age, whispers of an impending storm begin to spread. The question remains, is Earth ready for what comes next? Even as Earth and its allies forge a new future, darkness gathers at the edges of known space. The Crimson Fang, remnants of the Xeran warlords who refuse to surrender, operate from hidden bases in the Orcs Rift, a lawless expanse beyond the Galactic Council's jurisdiction. Striking in coordinated assaults, they target newly established human colonies and allied worlds, spreading chaos while remaining elusive. The Terran Defense Initiative, TDI, now a formidable interstellar force, responds swiftly, deploying Vanguard strike teams to hunt down the insurgents. These elite squads, equipped with advanced stealth technology and hybrid weaponry, engage in precision raids against Crimson Fang strongholds, cutting off supply lines and dismantling hidden outposts. But despite victories, the Crimson Fang does not fall. Their leaders, Warlord Sarek and Huntmaster Vekis, are brilliant tacticians, using guerrilla warfare much like humanity once did. They strike and vanish, leaving devastation in their wake. Worse still, intercepted transmissions hint at something even more disturbing. They are searching for something buried deep within the Orcs Rift, something ancient, something powerful. While the war against the Xeran remnants rages, the Galactic Council investigates the strange disappearances of deep space probes and ships along the Varos Nebula. What begins as a routine inquiry turns into a dire revelation. Ghost signals are detected, faint transmissions carrying echoes of distress calls from ships that vanished centuries ago. Humanity's most advanced warship, the TNS Aegis, is dispatched alongside a Xeran reconnaissance unit to investigate. As they enter the nebula's dense, shifting clouds, they encounter the wreckage of entire fleets, Xeran, Helios Accord, and ships from civilizations long thought extinct. Then the shadows move. An unknown force emerges, the Revenants. They are not organic, not machine, something in between. An ancient race, long presumed dead, now rising once more. Their ships, biomechanical horrors of shifting metal and pulsing energy, operate with chilling precision. They do not negotiate, they do not warn, they consume. The TNS Aegis barely escapes, but not before sending an urgent transmission to the Galactic Council. The Revenants have returned and they are coming. Earth mobilizes. The Galactic Council, despite its fractured politics, acknowledges the threat. What was once a war for survival against the Zerans becomes something far greater, a battle for existence itself. The Revenants are unlike anything humanity has faced. Their technology defies understanding, their ships rebuild themselves, and their tactics adapt in real time. Their origins remain a mystery, but one terrifying truth becomes clear. They do not conquer, they do not enslave, they consume entire civilizations. As the first Revenant fleet breaches the outer colonies, humanity and its newfound allies stand on the precipice of annihilation. The Crimson Fang, still lurking in the shadows, now faces the same existential threat. Will they continue their war against Earth, or will they be forced into an uneasy alliance against an enemy far worse than they ever imagined? The fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance. And this time, humanity isn't just fighting for survival, it's fighting for everything.